Hello, this is EvilDarkVoid, as I am known as on YouTube, and just DarkVoid, as I am known as on PokeBeach, and I am going to be showing you part of my Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. So, for those of you who don't know, Nuzlocke is the challenge version of a Pokemon game where you are only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you see in an area, and when a Pokemon faints, you cannot use it. Basically, it dies. And also, every Pokemon that you use must be nicknamed. At my point in the Nuzlocke, I am currently right up to Mount Coronet Spear Pillar. For the rest of the Nuzlocke, it's on PokeBeach. There should be a link in the description. So, without further ado, I am going to begin. So, yeah. Alright, so I've got my Vaporeon named Aqua, which is Latin for water, in front of my party. And let's go. Actually, I'm going to change something. I'm going to put Fulmin first. Fulmin is my Rotom. Fulmin, the word, is Latin for thunder. So, the two Galactic Grunts think that they can take me down in an epic duel of epic proportions, which would explain why they suck so much. Seriously, these guys are pathetic. Now I could just pretty much down them all with a, kill them all with a Earthquake from Scorpio, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hits for the super effective Sucker Punch, which still really doesn't do a whole lot. Shadow Ball kills Krogunk, Earthquake kills Stunky because of Fulmin's Levitate. The Earthquake does not affect Fulmin. So I'm just going to kill the Stunky. Pretty simple. I've each got one Pokemon left. Krogunk. Another Krogunk, I should say. And a Glameow. So, yeah, this is not too difficult. Yep. Glameow goes for the Sucker Punch, does a tiny bit of damage. Fulmin Thunderbolts the Glameow faints. And then Scorpio is just gonna hit the Krogunk with an Earthquake to make it die. So, yeah, that wasn't very exciting. Sorry. Hopefully, it'll get a bit more exciting now. So apparently they're the toughest of all the grunts. Pulverized by your bosses. I just beat your boss, literally half an hour ago. Okay. Well, half an hour in-game. It was like a day in real life, but that's beside the point. I just super potion Fulmin, get him up to fall. Didn't really need to. I'm not expecting any trouble with Cyrus. But, yep. So now we continue on. We walk through this spear pillar, and we find Mars and Jupiter. So, we have to defeat two Galactic Commanders at once, and then Barry runs in and he goes, "I'm awesome!" And then Jupiter goes, "Yeah, you kind of fail." So then, now we decide to go 2-on-2, which is pretty nice. So, I'm starting out, they each have a Bronzor. So he begins with his Munchlax, which is pretty darn underleveled, and if I remember correctly, all of his Pokemon are pretty darned underleveled, but I believe it's like 12 Pokemon on 6, so I'm not really caring that much. Of course, I can beat them both without his help, but that's beside the point. So Munchlax takes a lot of damage, actually, and the Bronzors set up the screens, which is pretty much really a pain. So I'm just gonna hit him with another Surf to kill them both. It does kill them, yep. even after the light screen. And that'll kill berries. No, wow, one of them lived. That's pretty surprising, actually. Oh well. I'll let Barry finish it. The Bronzor uses extra sensory for a total of, that's probably around 5, maybe 10 damage. I'm gonna let the Rapidash kill off the Bronzor while I Ice Beam that Golbat. It uses Stomp to kill the Bronzor. Not a whole lot to say. Sludge Bomb. Luckily no poison, so it didn't really do a whole lot. Hit the Golbat with the Ice Beam. It actually takes that fairly well. And Mars really isn't holding back, I guess. It's just bringing out a Perugly right away, so I'm going to use Surf. Regardless of the fact it'll kill the Rapidash, it's not like I actually care about that thing. Gets a crit, Rapidash misses, which is a real pain. Luckily, Aqua doesn't get poisoned. If Aqua got poisoned, it would be in pretty serious trouble right now. So now I get to kill off Barry's Rapidash. Too bad I don't get EXP for that. I really, really wish I did. And hit the Golbat a bit harder, get a crit to kill it. And now we are facing the two demons. Perugly and Skuntank. Alright. And I'm thinking that neither one of them can damage Scorpio that much. Correct me if I'm wrong, but please don't. Yeah, so switch in Scorpio. Goes for the Shadow Claw. That really doesn't do a whole lot because Scorpio's a defensive wall, being a Gliscor. Scorpio, if you couldn't tell, is Latin for scorpion, which makes sense because Scorpio is, I believe, the fly scorpion Pokemon, or at least he was when he was a Gligar. Thing hits with a Night Slash and it still doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So, I'm gonna go for actually I'm gonna hit the Golbat with an Ice Fang, because it'll hurt it a lot. And, yep, it does a lot of damage. The Golbat's pretty low on health. The Night Slash, sadly enough, doesn't finish it off. Then an Air Cutter is going to do a ton of damage to Barry's Heracross, the Oko actually. I doubt the crit was necessary because it was 4 times effective and stabbed. Now Skuntank goes for the Flamethrower, which does a lot of damage to Scorpio, but thankfully it doesn't burn it. So, I guess these guys are a little bit harder than I expected them to be. Not that much, though. So now I'm going to bring in, actually, alright, I'll bring in Ventus Mark II, my Staraptor. Ventus, if you didn't know, means wind, and I'm calling him Ventus Mark II because it's my second Staraptor that I got. So, his Staraptor uses Quick Attack to finish off the Golbat, and now the only thing left is this demonic skunk from the underworld. So I'm going to use Fly on that thing while he goes for the takedown and Epic fails at a miss. So it smoke screens him, which is probably going to be a pain, but not really because I can just, kill it pretty easy. Goes for the Flamethrower and thankfully no more burns. I'm going to go for the Fly. I know that Brave Bird could kill it, but I'm just being safe here. So then the Skuntank gets a little bit of health back with the Citrus Berry, misses the Flamethrower because it was aimed at my guy, and then I land the Fly for the KO. So that's all for those guys. Some level ups. They're all like blah 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 bitty blah blah. Hey, my Pokemon are tough, right? I can get even tougher, but you know, that's it for us. We've hit the wall. I'll help you with this. Fully heals your Pokemons, which is pretty nice. Really not a whole lot to say. It's your show now. Right. So he's bailing. And now it's Cyrus's turn for go time. Everything is ready for the creation of a new world. All will end, everything will begin. The red chain, and the fake red chain. With these red chains, he will open a new dimension and summon Dialga and Palkia. actually care about Palkia, he just needs Dialga. Palkia is just there so that the legendary beings aren't strong enough to stop him. And then lots of cool animation happens. Yes, he's like, Dialga! And the other. Yeah, he totally cares about Dialga more, which is just proof Dialga's superior. Yeah. These portals open. Oh my gosh, the world is shaking. It looks like 2 eyeballs. And then, yeah, they're shaking. Oh my gosh, they're opening. Oh, those are just the pupils of the eyeballs. Oh, no, Dialga. And Palkia. Double spiral of time and space. The very things you have the ability to control. You will do my bidding. I will have your abilities as mine. With the power I wield, I will create an entirely new world. This incomplete and ugly world we have can now disappear. I'm resetting everything to 0. Nothing can remain. It is all for the making of an ultimate world. A world of complete perfection. Somewhere around here, Mars and Jupiter should be interrupting. Oh, yeah, okay. Those are the beings of the lake. Uxie. He opens his eyes. You get amnesia. Why didn't he just use that on Cyrus? It would have saved me a lot of trouble. Mesprit and then Azelf. And they're all doing cartwheels and, flying up there. And they're like, we're so terrible competitively that we can't even touch either of these guys. And Cyrus goes, I totally predicted this. That's why I took the both of them. Yeah. Yep, Dialga and Palkia completely overpower those 3. You will be forgiven. After all, there will remain no spirit. All spirit will disappear. Adios, adios, adios. And then, what is this pressure I feel? Something is enraged. Yeah, it's Arceus. No, we don't get to see Arceus yet. Oh my gosh, black circles. Cyrus is scared of the black circles. More eyeballs. And these are actually eyeballs. So there's a Pokemon that can only appear as a shadow. And it raises its eye and... Is that blood? Or just darkness? He believes Dialga and Palkia are superior to this new shadow Pokemon until it turns its wings into claws. And right around now he should be going, ew, snoot. Yeah, right around there. No, says Cynthia. And the beings are heading into Le Portal. Uxie, that would be Azelf. And then Mesprit, which takes a far more roundabout route. And appears to be a bit worried. Circling around you for comfort. It's kind of scared, kind of scared. Yeah. And then it's gonna go into. Cynthia, blah blah blah, you finally found the answer. This world was made, Dialga and Palkia appeared. Apparently there was one more Pokemon that appeared at the same time. A Pokemon with as much power as Dialga and Palkia, but also one whose name was never to be spoken, Giratina. It's said to lurk in another world, a word on the opposite side of ours. That's what the shadow was. It must have been Giratina. And Mars and Jupiter are just kind of standing there. The pillars are distorting because the portal If not closed, the distortion will spread through Sinnoh and beyond. Our world will be destroyed. We have to chase Cyrus. We have to hurry. Lots of glitchy pictures. Later. And we are inside the distortion world. There are no Pokemon here at all, time isn't flowing, and space isn't stable, a world where rules are broken. Distortion world. Let's find Giratina. Alright. And we see Giratina flying by. That was Giratina. We have to hurry. If something's not done, the distortion will swallow not only our world, will overwhelm the distortion world. Isn't this kind of already distorted? So Cynthia kind of walks away. Yeah. Despite the fact her Pokemon are, like, around 20 or more levels higher than Giratina. Okay, so that's really all I'm gonna do for now, because the distortion world's a big, long puzzle. After I get to Giratina, I'll probably make another video. So that's all for now.